Isn't this comment one that's about human nature, really, right? The 6.0 still has this horrible reputation. It was created by corporate life, right? Marketing wanted to they were feeling the pressures to get a more fuel efficient vehicle out there than the 7.3, more power, less displacement. So they rushed this thing to market with all kind of problems. All kind of problems, way more than Ford ever conceived of, I'm quite confident. But then, between the technical service bulletins and, all of the guidance documents and everything else that were produced, slowly but surely the OE came out of it. And then where they didn't, the aftermarket stepped in because people, they don't like to have problems. And so this is a conversation about, I guess, just trusting your fellow man to say, eventually we're going to figure this out. The 6.0 is an unbelievably reliable workhorse, incredibly stable, incredibly sound once you know some things. If you're not yet running a coolant filter, why aren't you? If you haven't yet put the solenoids in your transmission and your automatic, why haven't you? If you're not yet running a larger alternator, again, we know these things. And so if you do these things and you can go ahead and take care of it, it'll take care of you. If you're not running commonized heads because you have earlier than a January of 06 build truck, just recognize that, head studs are probably going to be happening for you, especially if you put a tune in it. But this is not to say that you have to do any of these things. It's just that if you do these things, you avoid other problems. And even if you have an 06 or an 07 truck, obviously a studded truck is going to be stronger than a non-studded truck. It's just a question of what risk profile you want to live within and what the bank account looks like, very frankly, with a whole lot of no right answers. We already know that, you need a fuel pump. The fast system is better. It just is, right? And yeah, you can put a Blue Spring kit on your current truck. Of course you can, and that's a whole lot better than nothing. But really, why don't you just get some monitoring gauges? And that way you can see exactly what's going on. You don't have to guess anymore. So there are solutions to all the problems in these rigs. And, for those of you that have built a house or, moved into a brand new built house, you think, oh, it's brand new, I'm not going to have any problems with it. Yeah, you are. Of course you are. And it takes a little while for the bugs to get worked out, for the kinks to get gotten through. And after that is done, then life is a whole lot better for you. It's the same way with this platform here. So if you just want to have that 2024, whatever it is, I'm sure it's going to be pretty. I mean, I'm sure it is. And a whole lot of guys will be jealous of you. But don't be thinking that's going to come without issues, because that's just not the way the world works. Sometimes it just takes a minute for the aftermarket, for everybody to step up and say, I've got an idea to fix this. And we come together and we're better together. And that's exactly what's going on here. So if you're looking at buying a 6.0 and you're kind of freaked out about all the stories you've heard, I mean, yeah, buy once, cry once. Go through this thing, take care of it, and you do that, and you will be very, very, very happy with yourself long term. But if maintenance was kind of an afterthought in its prior life under its prior owner, it's just not going to be good for you. Now, the extension of this conversation is, what if you find a low mileage truck? I had a customer the other day, he found I think it was a 06, 05, I don't know, like 20,000 miles on it. He's like, what a great find. On the one hand, yes. On the other hand, think about it. 20,000 miles on a 19, 20-year-old truck, I mean, all the rubbers are going to be shot. It's going to be oil leaking all over the place. Turbo's probably going to be locked up. Just all kinds of stuff's going to happen from lack of use. So the worst thing you can do for a 6.0 is to let it sit. And that's really true of any diesel. So just keep that in mind, too. So at any rate, whatever you need, we got you. Tech support from us is always free, and I hope this helps. FICMRepair.com. We're all in this together. Thanks, guys.